Good morning, class and professor. This is Yvette Salas. I'm making a video to show the trinomial factoring. I'm away from my computer, so I have to do this at a public place using my smartphone. So I hope this comes out clearly. I'll start with trinomial expression 3x to the second power minus 3x minus 90. We're going to start by factoring that expression by factoring the 3 out, which is the like component of the 3 terms. So we'll start by pulling the 3 out of 3x2, move the 3 out of negative 3x, which can be represented by a negative 1, and then move the 3, and I show the multiplying the negative 1 here to get negative 1x. So you'll have 3x2 plus 3 times a negative x minus 90. And then the third component, third term, is the negative 90. So we're going to factor the 3 out of that. So that becomes a plus 3, because you want to try to have like terms. And in parentheses, it'll be times the negative 30. And then we're going to factor the 3 out of the terms that are left, the variables, and so we have 3x2, x to the second power plus 3 times a negative x. And then you take those into groupings, and so we have 3x squared negative x plus 3 times negative 30. And then we're going to factor the 3 out of that, and that becomes 3x squared minus x plus 3 negative 30. And using the AC method, we pull out x squared minus x minus 30, and we're going to find the integers whose product is negative 30 and whose sum is negative 1, because we're considering this negative x to be negative 1. So we want something that is equal to those. So 6 times 5 is 30. So those are the integers that we find for 30 when we factor that down. And so if you take a negative 6 times 5, the product of that is negative 30, and negative 6 plus 5, the sum of that equals negative 1. So those will be the integers that we'll be using. And then finally we write the factored form using these integers, negative 6 and 5. We bring back the 3 that we had back here in the original formula, and then we have 3 times the first group, x negative 6, and then again it would be 3x plus 5. And then to check that, you can use the FOIL method, and when you would FOIL that, it would bring you back to the original trinomial of 3x squared minus 3x minus 90. And I did use some help for that, and the citation for that is the ctc.edu at Bates Technical College Student Tutoring Center, and it was a PDF factoring trinomials using the AC method. And again, I'm sorry for the handwritten formation, but we do what we have to do when we're on online school and we don't have access to our computers. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.